friends, and welcome to Miss Nancy's house. Today we get to go to Erie Orchard and Cider Mill. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm glad that you're here to do this with me. Let's go! We're here at Erie Orchard and Cider Mill with Steve Elzinga, and he's going to tell us all about growing apples and learning about apples, and here we go.
Well, thank you, Nancy. Thanks for coming out. It's a nice day. It's a fall day, and our apples are ready. You can see some of them right here. They're really ready for picking right now. This is kind of a unique variety that I have right here, Nancy. This is called a wine sap. And it's an old-fashioned apple that the early settlers, when they came to this country, always planted because it has some characteristics that keep. It's rock hard. It's so solid that the early settlers, they didn't have refrigeration. They didn't have refrigerators. They would put it in their basement, and this apple would last until the winter was over, even April or May. So everybody planted this. They're not planted very much anymore because they're not very customer friendly. They're not real pretty. They got freckles on them. But I love them, and I plant them because they're one of my favorite apples. Now, the apple tree that you see here is not real tall. It's not like some of the old fashions. We plant trees with dwarfing rootstocks. In other words, it won't grow any bigger than that. We keep them small so it's easy for you to come and pick them. I do have a few of the old varieties that are great big tall trees, but we don't plant those anymore. We plant trees that are not so big, but we can plant many more trees per acre that way, so we get more fruit. Let me tell you something about this. What you see is a long process that starts early in the spring. You're seeing the finished product, but when I come here early in the spring, I see the buds. The first thing I see is little buds come out, little pink, and then a little more pink, and then all of a sudden that apple blossom opens up. And then I have to watch it very carefully to make sure the bees come and do their job. You know, the bees are extremely important for us, the apple trees, because they pollinate. Not only do they come to get the nectar, the honey, but they also carry little seeds, and that seed goes into the flower and makes the flower become an apple. All of that process I watch carefully, and then I have to find out, does the flower set? Did it set? Well, I can go up and look at it after the petals have fallen off. I can look and see just a tiny, tiny little apple. I can see this little stem, which is the stem of the flower, and I can see this little right here. It's called, I like that part of it. I can see that. It's very tiny, and I say, yes, that flower is set. The bees have done their job. And then I watch them grow. There's a lot of insects, there's a lot of disease that affect the apples, and we monitor it very closely. I have someone who comes in all season, all summer long, while you're swimming in your pool. We're watching these apples to make sure they grow and that no bugs get at. But anyway, that's a little summary of what we do here. This that you see right now is the finished product of a lot of effort to put in to make that tree grow those apples.
That was so much fun to go and see Steve at the apple orchard. We got some beautiful apples that you can bring home and cook with. In our next couple episodes, we're going to do some more things with apples, and I hope that you're back to join me for those things. Have a fun day!